Hi there. How are we doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. I've had a week. Let's say that. Do I need this? I don't think so. We'll see. I have to fill that out later. Give everybody a minute to pop in here. Charlie's not going to be joining us tonight to do roll call. So we're just going to have to say hello to each other without Charlie. If anybody wants to say hello with, hey, Mr. Jones, with a bunch of exclamation points, you could do that too. Got my notes. I'm well organized. Kind of have a show sheet here. Things I want to talk about. And what have you. So we'll do that when everybody gets here. I sent out a tweet. If you came in on Twitter, if you want to be a part of the YouTube chat, you have to be on YouTube. Nagels Bagels, you should be able to find it. It's also in my bio on Twitter. Like and subscribe, do that crap, and then you can be here. Hey, Deb, how are you? You like that, Steve? That was a gift. That was a gift from my favorite person in the world. Not you. Besides you. So I'm just going to get going. There's no point in waiting around for everybody. If they're not here, a bunch of slackers, and screw them. Right? Right. All right. So I'm fired up. I got my coffee. I have a Pepsi. I have my picks. I feel good. I got no show and tell this week. Again. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. And now the shout outs. Yeah. On a side note, talk about the shirt. It's a gift from my boy Jay Seals, fellow Mets fan. And this is football related. I don't know how many of you guys are football fans, but before the playoffs started, I called them up, talk about it, like first round picks. You know, they had the 6 games or whatever. So we're just shooting the shit. And Seals drops on me. It's like, yeah, listen, I think the Rams are going to go to the Super Bowl. And I'm like, really? The Rams? Like, and I didn't know what the seedings were or whatever. I wasn't paying too much attention. I'm like, well, what would be their path? Like, what would they have to? Because I didn't think they could go to like Green Bay and win. So I said, you would need the Niners to beat the Cowboys. So then you could go to Tampa, and then with this, if you played San Fran, would that be at home? Yeah. I'm like, all right, well then that would be your ideal path. But he just had like a feeling about it. And I don't know what the odds were at the time before the playoffs. But, you know, that's just like such a Seals thing to do. And every round in the playoffs, me and my brother, when we're talking about the games, we keep going back and forth with each other saying, oh, the fucking Seals picked the Rams to go to the Super Bowl. Like, are we really gonna take Tampa here? We're really gonna take San Francisco here? We can't. We can't go against Jay. Because he's like one of those guys that, like, when he knows, he knows. Now, does he get shit wrong? Yeah, of course. Everybody gets shit wrong. But it's sometimes you know when it's like, I don't know about that. But other times you're like, fuck, he's probably right. I could see that. And this is one of those cases. So shout out to my boy Jay Seals, picking the Rams to go to the Super Bowl before the playoffs started. Even though I think they're a dog shit team. And fuck, everybody in the NFL sucks. But whatever. He didn't say they were going to win the Super Bowl. He said they were going to go. So that's interesting. All right, so shout out to him. I have no real announcements. I just had a crazy week. with the Justin Rose thing at Torrey Pines. And then we had a snowstorm here, and I had to deal with that a Monday morning at work, which bled into Tuesday at work. And I was off today, which I needed. I had to go to the doctor, got some blood work results. I got high cholesterol. Not thrilled about that. So I got to start taking a pill for that. No, I went and had a physical like 2 weeks ago, and they took blood. And then they called me like 2 days later, like, yeah, you need to come in. It's like, fuck, great. Everything's going great for me. Now I'm dying. But no, it just turns out I have high cholesterol. I'm not dying just yet. We'll see. So I had that hanging out over my head. I've had a really good day. My daughter texted me before a really like out of nowhere, super sweet text message that really hit me. I'm happy. Like today was a good day. Today was a really good day. So I feel good. I'm happy. And I'm hoping that this good karma, positive energy, translate into a decent week this week. Not likely in this dog shit field. But we're going to take a couple of camp chances, and we'll see what happens. All right? Ice storm. You deserve it. Take fish oil. Ice storm on Friday. Going to be bad. There's Steve. Fucking this black cloud. All right. So that's that. Shout outs, no show and tell announcements. All right, let's do the listener league. Let's have some fun with that. Steve, I'm not talking about work right now, okay? We're down like 20 routes. There's no such thing as an overtime list. I had a doctor's appointment. I wasn't coming in today. I thought I was going to get a freaking bad diagnosis. All right, focus. All right, so listener league. Oh, this freaking guy. All right, so before the like the real listener league started, I guess last year with the trophy balls and the race for the bagel and all that stuff. But before that, we used to have a smaller, like 30-person, 50-person, just a little bullshit thing. And I'd send people like weird prizes from golf tournaments that I've went to, souvenirs, went to the merch tent. You know, somebody get like a ball marker or something if they won. So when it was in his infancy, this guy got in the listener league. He has no idea who I am, I don't think. He never watched the show. I went and I looked at this guy's Twitter account, and he hasn't sent out a tweet since 2020. So he's not active on Twitter. Probably doesn't watch the show. But when I started this, I made the thing public. And he must have just joined the listener league 3 years ago and was in it when it was smaller and still gets in it because it's a fun contest. And now he won, and I can't contact him, so I can't give him my ball. I think he does his own like golf thing, believe it or not. Or he does some type of fantasy sports broadcast of some kind. So maybe I got to reach out to him on his platform and say, hey, dipshit, you want a ball. I need to send this to you. And he don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. So anyway, we're talking about Gas Boat 1. Gas Boat 1. He won by 9 points, 591.5 points. So congratulations to him. You're ballless at the moment. His lineup, which was okay. His lineup, you had Luke List, who won. Will Zalatoris, who finished in second. John Rahm, who finished in third. All right, so if you get 6 out of 6 and you nail the top 3, you're probably going to do okay. Cameron Young, T20. Mav McNeely, T30. Patrick Rogers, T62. Squeak that out. So he got 40 points in the race for the bagel, and he doesn't even know this contest exists. I'm convinced. So my friend Dave Rhino Booyah, he's part of this trio, him, Charlie, and me. And I've met Dave, hung out with Dave. He's a really nice guy. He's very good to me. Although, he is a bit of a pain in the ass. I think that he thinks he's hilarious when he likes to bust my balls or send me a tweet or send me a text. I have this group text with Charlie and Dave Ranabuya. And every time like John Rahm makes a birdie, I got to hear about it. So after like 2 years, it gets a little annoying. It's not really not funny anymore. But every time he makes a fucking birdie, every time he does something, makes a putt, does anything, Alexa, skip. Anytime he does something, I got to hear about it. So it's bothersome. I'll also get the Thursday screenshots of the Listener League. I'll get updated standings, 3 holes in. You know, from one aspect, I could understand. I see the humor in it. But the bit's getting a little old at this point. Alexa, skip. The bit's getting a little old at this point. And it drives me crazy. Like, I have no time for it. It's Thursday. I'm at work. I'm doing stuff. I'm busy. And my phone just buzzing. And I'm getting Listener League updates after the 3 holes. Anyway, that being said, before last week's contest, Dave sent me his lineup. And I said, that's a pretty good lineup. Of course, he had John Rahm or whatever. But I looked at it and I said, it's pretty good. I like it. And they like to be very helpful to me. They like to give me a lot of unsolicited advice, tell me what I should do, how I should be doing it, trying to steer me in the right direction, take a lot of credit for anything that they get right, take no blame for everything that they get wrong. It's a lot of fun. It's a great group text. Constant. 2 years. Constant. So anyway, Dave's lineup got off to a good start. So much to the point, somebody else sent me a tweet on Thursday or Friday before the cut telling me how great this guy's lineup was. Guys, nothing fucking matters until after the cut, first of all. Second of all, it's player holes remaining. Wait till Sunday. You can't predict the winner of the Listener League on a Thursday or on a Friday. Even on a Sunday. You have no idea what's going to happen. But Dave can't help himself. He's got to blurt it out that easy money. Jeff, you should have taken my lineup. I told you. But poor Dave Ranabuya finishes in second place. No soup for you. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Hate to see it. But he did get 25 points in the race for the bagel. So congratulations to my friend Dave Ranabuya. Second place at 25 points. It's a long-winded. That's a notable top 10. Notable top 10s. Everybody's favorite segment. Third place, Winnie Boom Boom. Let me hear you say, way-oh, way-oh. He finished in third. He got 20 points. Kine, 1997. No, I did. 15 points. Congratulations. GF Link. I'm still not sure who that is. I don't know if that's Phil Elfrink. I don't know if that's Big Red. There's a link in there somewhere. I'm sorry. I'm big fans of both of you guys. I don't know if it's a relative. I get confused. This station sucks. Alexa, skip. Anyway, GF Link got fifth place, got 12 points. Congratulations. Blow 22. BLOE 22. Came in sixth place, got 9 points. Number Munchers came in seventh place, got 7 points. Janice DK with a notable top 10. Mr. Putt Sweat. Banned from Twitter. Can't contact me. Came in eighth place, got 5 points. Congratulations, Jeff. Wiley thinks you're dead. I told him you weren't because you're still playing in the listener league, so good job by you. Ninth place, Phil Dorenzo. That's Di Lorenzo. I don't care how he spells his name. It's fucking Di Lorenzo. And he got 3 points. And Ahmed, 345, who reminded me, I forgot to post the listener league this week. So it didn't go out till at 1:45 or 12:45. So I was buried in mail from Monday on a Tuesday. And but he came in 10th place, got 1 point. Notable top 10. Congratulations. All right, so those are your notable top 10s. Hey, Andy Pope is here. What's up, buddy? Andy Pope, we got to talk about Boston, my friend. If you're there, there's a Dave Matthews concert Friday night in Mansfield. You know, depending on the cut situation, if we're playing, what we're doing. Friday night, Dave Matthews. You know, early tea time on Saturday, maybe late afternoon tea time on Saturday. How about that? Let's make some fucking birdies. I'll have a late afternoon tea time on Saturday, and we'll go to the Dave Matthews concert Friday night. How fucking cool would that be? It'd be cool for me. All right, let's fucking go. I was so excited. Dave Matthews dropped his tour yesterday, and there's a concert in Boston the week of the U.S. Open, also in Boston. That is going to be, fucking pumped. Can't wait. All right. Let's see. Yeah, who came in 100? Somebody came in 100th place. Oh, I know what happened. My boy Boston Capper, who promised me show and tell like 2 weeks ago, still nothing. Ungats. But he finished in 99th place. It's hard to do. All right? Hard to do. And the only reason he finished in 99th place because the person in 100th forgot to submit a lineup. So congratulations, DFL Capper. All right? Last time you bust my balls. All right. What are we doing next? Listener League, notable top 10s. All right, so how did I do? Can we talk about Justin Rose for a minute? You watch a golf tournament for 71 goddamn holes, and you come to this par 5 that if you're in the fairway off the tee, that is an easy 4. It's an easy 4. I don't give a shit what any of you say. It is a par 3 from 200 out. Just don't hit it in the goddamn water. Just play it out to the right, chip on, let it feed down, and get the hell out of there. This guy's a U.S. Open champion. It was so frustrating. I was watching that leaderboard like a goddamn hawk. Fucking Zalatoris, Day, Rahm. It's like, all right, as long as they don't get to 16, we'll be fine. But I'm at 14. If I can get to 15, I'm in good shape. I would have won a boatload of cash. Boatload. I had rows everywhere. One and done. I had an outright out on my DraftKings team. Probably wouldn't have mattered for DraftKings, but that's not the goddamn point. I was invested. And I just don't know how he ended up in the freaking water. The pond's like the size of a swimming pool. He didn't have to make 3. A guy experienced like that has to know that it's not going to go to 16. Zalatoris ain't going to make a birdie. Even if he does, you know he's going to make a bogey at some point. Like, where's his caddy? Say, we just need to get to 15 and we'll roll the dice. The big shot was to get the ball in the fairway, which he did. He did the hard part. It is unbelievable. So that hurt. So we're 3 tournaments into the season, right? I had Justin Rose. He ended up making bogey because he put it in the freaking water. But he would have finished in second. I had Henley, right? At the Sony. He should have won. He came in second. I did not have Hudson Swafford. But, 2 out of 3 tournaments, I've had this guy basically came in second place. And Henley should have won the tournament. So I haven't been that far off. I'm not blowing everything up. I'm not changing the process. I'm going to do what I do. See, Kim made a nice run. He ended up finishing 11th. Rose finished in 6th. Hideki T30. Taylor Gooch T20. Wyndham Clark barely made it T56. And we always talk about talking to your pitcher during the no-hitter, right? So it started on Thursday. I'm busy at work. It's late in the afternoon. It seems that I'm through the cut. Adam Hadwin's at 2 under par. We think the cut's going to be 3. It might go to 4. He's got 9 holes left, and he needs he's got 2 par 5s ahead of him. He needs 1, maybe 2 birdies coming in. Needs a nice clean card, and he'll be fine. So I say, hey, buddy, just do me a favor. Just send me some Adam Hadwin updates. I mean, it was like 10 minutes later. He double bogeyed 11, and good night. It's unbelievable. As soon as you start paying attention, as soon as you start thinking, this might happen. No, kick right in the balls. Good day, sir. So I knew that Hadwin pick was a bit of a stretch. Torrey Pines is not a good fit for him. Alexa, skip. Torrey Pines is not a good fit, but I really have this thing with Hadwin in California. His record there is really, really good. But that's not a good spot for him, Torrey Pines, and serves me right. So I finished 51st in the Listener League, right in the middle. Finished 64th in the Carbon Cup. I still made 3 straight cuts, even though I haven't had any great finishes. And one and done. I had Rose. You're killing me, Justin. You're fucking killing me. I had Rose, but there was nobody at the top. You know, we talk about the Torrey Pines was the 17th ranked tournament, and I did it. Oh, I didn't tell you this. After the show last week, I was talking to my brother, and he convinced me that I should take Brooks for my one and done since he was 17th ranked. I'm not mad at my brother. It made sense. You know, nobody was really talking Brooks up last week. I did want to stick to my system. The only reason I added a second one and done pick was so I could just see how it plays out. Of course, it's giving me more headaches in 3 weeks than it needs to. But yeah, I was going to play Berger, or I think I was going to play Finau, but I didn't want to because he was kind of cursed. Same thing with Scheffler. So I didn't know where I was going to go. My brother just told me I should take Brooks. And since I was so unsure about where I was going to go, I'm like, yeah, all right, I'll do it. Of course, Brooks was terrible. But that being said, the only guy in that range, that pickable range, was Sung Jae Im, who finished T6th, tied with Justin Rose. So I didn't really lose anything by going off the board there because none of those guys did anything. So that's that story. All right, so we're done with Torrey. Well, no, I'm not done with Torrey. Let's see. All right, let's do the I don't know what to say about Jon Rahm. I'm just not going to say anything, I guess. He finished in 3rd place. Congratulations. When he was on 16, his live odds were 35-1. And I just said, no, I can't. I have to. So I put $10 on him. Then he birdied 17. Then he was 6-1. I was like, all right, well, if your birdie's 18, might get in a playoff. Right, Justin Rose? It's not that hard. If you hit your tee shot in the fairway. Rahm was in the bunker, had a layup. Not easy. So I'm not saying I'm rooting for Rahm. I'm kind of saying it was insurance. It's well, let me bet on Rahm at 35 because then he won't win because I can't have nice things most of the time. Sometimes I do. Today I did. I had a really good day today. But in golf betting space, sometimes I just can't have nice things. So the only person... Yeah, so let me just recap this real fast. Oh, if Andy Pope's still here. Listen, if Aaron Rye's your friend, I'm happy you got to watch him on TV. You know, that's cool. You guys played together on the Corn Ferry Tour. You know the guy. He's the greatest guy in the world. Fine. Fantastic. I don't understand why we got all the Aaron Rye coverage that we did. I know he was playing in that group, but Jesus Christ. I mean, we got shot-by-shot coverage of Aaron Rye, and he stinks. He stinks. I know he made some birdies, and I know he ended up finishing in the top 10 or whatever. Congratulations. But, oh, my God, that guy stinks. He's got to learn. He's got to grow. I understand all that. But I don't know why they're just forcing Aaron Rye coverage down our freaking throats. I don't understand it. Anyway. All right, so yeah, in the 9s, Leishman T16s, Zalatoris second, Imms T6, and Rahm T3. Those 4 guys in that loaded field above 9,000, those are the only guys that finished like in the top 20. You had 1, 2. Now, there's more names there, but you had like 9 guys in the 7s finish in the top 20. Because the only guy in the 8s in the top 20 was Ryan Palmer. Pat Perez. Oh, do you remember I mentioned Seb Straka as somebody? 6,200? T16. All right, got that one right. I didn't play him, of course. But yeah, Day, Tringali again. Rose, Horschel, Neiman, List. All right, who gives a shit? All right, I'm moving on with that. All right, what time is it? 8:29. Perfect. Half-hour intro bullshit, notable top 10s. We got all that stuff out of the way. I got to find this guy. All right, so Pebble Beach. Cheers, everybody. I have to watch Jimmy Host reviews. All right, I'm glad you guys are talking amongst yourselves. We got no Charlie tonight, so the chat might lack some flow. But that's all right. Anybody share this shit on Twitter? Tell a friend. There we go. Bernardino Cardenas. One guy. One fucking guy. Hey, you guys say you support me. I ask for like one favor a year. One guy. Thanks, Nino. I appreciate that. All right, so Pebble Beach. How have I done at this event in the last couple of years? Let's look. For some reason, unbeknownst to me, I think I know why now, but for 2 years, I kept rostering Nick Watney as like a long shot play. California guy. That didn't work. I played DJ here. It's my one and done pick. DJ's going to win. 2019 T45. That didn't work. I was terrible in the Carmen Cup. Not good. 2020 Patrick Cantlay T11. Respectable. I had 2 T14s in my lineup with Max Homa and Kevin Na. But again, of course, I had Nick Watney. Missed the cut. Last year, I had a bit of a disaster. I had a 5 of 6, which isn't great because, well, although last year they didn't have a 3-day cut. They had a 2-day cut. My boy Russell Knox finished T7. That was a highlight. But I finished like 102nd in the Carbon Cup with a 5 of 6. I had Will Zalatoris, T55. And if you watch last year, you're not going to, but if you watched last year's show, I was hemming and hawing about Zalatoris versus Berger and my one and done pick. And it was like the 17th ranked tournament, and Berger was the 17th ranked player. But I'm like, I hate Daniel Berger. His girlfriend was rude to me. So I'm going to pick Will Zalatoris. What could possibly go wrong? Well, fucking Zalatoris T55 and Berger won the goddamn tournament. That's what could go wrong. It sticks in my craw. That Pebble Beach. That FOMO. So I want players with a California experience. Not bombers with California experience, more ball strikers with California experience. Guys that can get hot with their putter. You see those guys, the Speeds, the Days, the Snedekers, those types of guys. That's kind of like what has been working here. It's not something that you could predict. It's not something that's really repeatable. Remind me to talk about Kevin Strielman. You know what? We will. I guess I'll do it now. I just listened to Kevin Strielman interview with the Tour Junkies. And I gotta come clean. I've done a complete about face on Kevin Strielman. Great interview. I'm not kissing the Tour Junkies' ass. I'm just saying that I was not expecting that interview from Kevin Strielman. I have to say, I like Kevin Strielman. I had this prejudice, fucking Duke guy thing. Now I'm a grown up. I might have to reassess this whole Duke thing. My boy Andy Lack went to Duke. Andy Lack's like the greatest. So maybe, the Hurleys went to Duke. They're a couple Jersey guys. Maybe not everybody's like Christian Laettner, or what's that asshole's name? Grayson Allen. Maybe not everybody's like just a big fucking tool bag at Duke. Daniel Jones. All right. Andy Lack, Kevin Strielman. Nice guys. Kevin Strielman mentioned Dave Matthews in his interview. I was down with that. Guy's a fucking gamer. Doesn't have the skill set, and he's out there battling. It was a great interview. But one of the things that he said was talking about Pebble Beach, and he was telling a story with Bryson and the ocean and reading the thing and the green books and all this stuff. And it just got me thinking. Like you're gonna have to be an experienced putter to play well here. You got the POA factor. Got to be able to be. You don't want to have to be at least comfortable, not mentally checked out. At least comfortable, or just have reps, have experience, know which way they're gonna break. Maybe you get lucky, maybe you don't. Maybe you catch a hot putter, maybe you don't. It's putting. We have no idea. And this is like a total crapshoot week. Right? Right. Yeah, Ted Potter win here. Yeah, Big Dick Nick Taylor win here. And we don't know. We don't know. So I'm going to play some guys down on the bottom of the board at high odds. I'm rostering these guys, and I'm just going to we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. So before Zalatoris and Berger withdrew, you had four guys at the top in the $10,000 range. Let's get into it. And I really didn't know what to do. I kind of skipped the range, dabbled, looked around in the 9s and the 8s, tried to see what plays I liked there. Then I looked in the 7s. And it turns out you don't really like anybody. I like that guy. I like that guy. But things came together over the course of the last couple of days. You hear things, you see things. One of the things I didn't do this week was listen to anybody. I'm trying to go in with fresh eyes. Now I did accidentally read a couple of things, and I could see which way the wind's blowing. But I was out of my normal rotation of golf content. So apologies to all my friends. I didn't hear your show this week. I know who everybody is on, more or less. I found out who was cursed. So I know who I'm staying away from. But I didn't really take in a lot of takes. I read some stuff. I know enough. But I really wanted to go in and have have more conviction. And I really liked the way my lineup turned out. So I did some dabbling, looked at the whole slate. I decided early that I didn't like anybody below 7,000. I think the $6,000 range is dog shit, which is expected in this type of field. And even the 7s isn't that great, but that's where I'm living. But so now it's down to Cantlay or Spieth. And that kind of sucks because I was really prepared to come on here and tell you if you're rostering Daniel Berger, you're out of your mind. I couldn't believe from what I did read or what I did hear that the Berger injury was just wasn't a point in their case for Daniel Berger. Talking about his iron play and talking about this and talking about that and his course history and like, dude, he's fucking hurt. I was one of the feature groups last week was Leishman and Berger, and I saw some of that on ESPN Plus, and all the announcers were talking about was how fucking gingerly he was looking, and he had his caddy getting the ball out of the cup for him. Like, how is that a 25-30% owned Daniel Berger? This is the type of shit that I just don't understand. Anyway, well, he's gone, so we don't really have to talk about Daniel Berger. But it kind of screws that range because you got Cantlay, who's in good form, and then you have Spieth, who's not in good form. And if it was really a decision between Cantlay and Spieth, it'd be kind of foolish to take Spieth in that spot. Well, turns out I am a fool because I am taking Spieth in that spot, and because I was deciding between Spieth and Berger. And I decided to take Spieth. Now Berger's gone, and now I'm left with, well, I was never going to go up to Cantlay. What can I say? I just show me, Patrick. Just show me. Just show me that you're going to go out there and dominate a weak field like you were supposed to do at the Desert Classic or American Express a couple of weeks ago. And you were fine. You were finishing in the top 10. You're playing great golf. You played great in Hawaii. You played great there. You've been on a bit of a heater out of the gate. And, yeah, you're probably the best player in this field. You're a top 5 player in the world right now. Yeah. The golf's not that easy. And I got this one guy versus 143 guys. And I'm going to take the 143 guys. Now, I don't know which one out of 143, but I'm going to take a handful of them. And I think that one of them or a couple of them will be Patrick Cantlay. Now, does that diminish his DraftKings value? No. You want to roster Patrick Cantlay? Go ahead. Have a good time. I wish you the best of luck. But I'm in a situation, if I was going to be all in on Patrick Cantlay, then, yeah, he'd be in my lineup. He'd be my one-and-done pick. I'd be all in. He's going to win. How can he not win? Well, Rahm didn't win Torrey Pines. Cantlay didn't win the American Express. And Rahm didn't win Tournament Champions. Just because you're the top guy doesn't mean you're going to win. It's like game theory bullshit. Do whatever you want. I don't give a shit. But I'm going to play Jordan Spieth. Now, you think, oh, God, Nagel, you're a fucking fool. Yeah, okay. I might be a fool. But you know what? You might be a fool too. This is Jordan Spieth we're talking about. And that means something to me. Is it a course history thing? Maybe. Is it a recent form thing? Yeah, well, maybe a little bit. It's more of a Jordan Spieth sucks thing. More times than not, the winner of the tournament, before the tournament, you don't really hear much about him. Now, you're always going to hear something about Jordan Spieth because he's Jordan Spieth. But we talk about forgotten elites, right? You hear about, who's the – now, Cantlay, Zalatoris and Berger aren't there anymore. Puts a brighter light on Spieth. I still think people will talk about the guys in 9,000, but I still think that Day and Rose and McNeely, I think Spieth is kind of get lost in the shuffle a little bit. Now, I'm not some course history truther. You guys know that. This is more of a gut thing. This is more of a, hey, you know what? Fuck your data. I don't want to hear about strokes gained anything. I don't care about you losing strokes and you gain strokes, and I don't give a shit. I don't care that he sucked at the Hero, which is fucking scrimmage. I don't care he sucked at Kapalua, which is fucking scrimmage. I don't care he sucked at Torrey Pines, which is not a good fit for him. Now, if he came in and like he missed the cut at, say, a Sony, then I'd be like, all right, maybe I could see it. I think we're a little too quick to put the Jordan Spieth is done. He's back to his old self. He's lost. He's in the wilderness. All this shit. It is worth monitoring. Now, am I going to be all in? Yes, I am. Well, it doesn't matter. It's a crapshoot week. So let me read you something. All right, data boy. All right. In 2020, Jordan Spieth. This was his first 9 events of the year. All right, to start the year, 2020. T55, miscut. T9, T59, T58, T10, T68, T54, miscut. That's dog shit. Dog shit. But you notice, did you hear that T9 in there? You know where that was? That was at Pebble Beach. You hear that T10 in there? You know where that was? That was a Colonial. All right? Maybe, just maybe, if in fact, all right, let's just say hypothetically, he's lost it. He doesn't know where the ball's going. You don't like the way he's setting up to the ball. His swing looks like this. He seems lost. He's a dad. He can't play golf anymore. He's the worst guy ever seen. He shouldn't have his tour card anymore. Why do people keep talking about Jordan Spieth? Fine. You're one of those guys? Fine. I forget where I was going with that. But let's just say that he's lost it, okay? There is a scenario where when he's in one of those places that he's been comfortable at, where he can make a lot of putts, where experience matters, where you have to know what you're doing, like Augusta, like Pebble Beach, maybe like a Colonial, where he's very comfortable. You know, that could a little magic can happen. All right? Or he just hasn't gotten started. He hasn't gotten his year started yet. Because the Century Tournament Champions is a fucking exhibition. That doesn't really count. And Torrey Pines is not a good fit for him. And there was a report that he was had like a stomach condition, a bacterial infection. That's a lot of fun. So yeah, he hasn't been playing his best golf. Now he's at Pebble Beach. He's with Jake Owen. If that is that even his name? You know, just go out there and make some birdies, have some fun. You know what the hell you're doing. He's made the cut here 9 straight years. And he's had years where he's been terrible. And he still made the cut here. And he's got 8 top 25s. That's got to count for something. He's like 10% owned. I'm sure that'll change now because of the Burger WD. But what the fuck, man? And may be a factor, may not be a factor. I told you what happened last year with Berger. Listen, Pebble Beach is the 15th ranked tournament in value. And Jordan Spieth's the 15th ranked player in the world. Now, Berger is 16. So it was, like I said, it was between Spieth or Berger. Where am I putting my chips? Berger's hurt. Got to go with Spieth. So can I make a case for Spieth? Make a case for Spieth. I don't think he's going to win. So I don't know if I'm going to have him as my one and done pick or not. So I don't think he's going to win. But I don't think I have the balls to pick one of my other guys as my one and done because I think that would be stupid. Because they're really not going to win. But if they did, whoo, that'd be a fucking pick. Anyway, so I'm starting my lineup with Jordan Spieth. All right? Thank you. I'll be here all night. Let's see. Okay, we don't need this anymore. That's last week. We're doing that now. Okay, this is all my garbage right here. All right. Jason Day, Maverick McNeely, Justin Rose. They're even going to be higher on now that Berger's out. Tringali's pretty high owned too, and he's right there. But I'm not even counting him. Talk to anybody you know that's betting on golf, and I bet you that they have a bet on either Day, McNeely, or Rose. Is one of those three guys going to win? All right, maybe. Maybe. It's unlikely because that usually is not what happens. Now, with Rose, there's definitely that element of me being a week early. People like my friend Dave Ranabuya telling me, bet the house on Rose. This is the week. I was a week early. I understand that. But there's also the aspect of everybody in the fucking world is picking Justin Rose. I'm not built that way. I can't do it. I know he's in good form. I know he's been good here. I just can't do it. I don't see it. Last week was the week, and he hit it in the fucking water. Now, can he top 10 or whatever? Yeah, of course he can. But we're talking about to win, and I don't see that happening. I don't see it happening for Mav McNeely at 9,800 and 25% owned, whatever he's going to be, picked by everybody. Can't do that. And Jason Day. Before John Rahm, there was Jason Day. My friend Steve's here. He'll tell you. I've been bitching about Jason Day since fucking 2014. All right? I can't stand that guy. We had a guy that we worked with, looks just fucking like him, who had annoyed the shit out of me. And Jason Day annoyed the shit out of me. And his son Dash annoyed the shit out of me. And I have never liked Jason Day. I'm sure he's a fine human being. I like Australia. It was a thing. You need villains. You need the Dallas Cowboys. You need the New York Yankees. You need fucking villains. Jason Day was a villain. John Rahm is a villain. All right? I'm sure they're great human beings. That's not the point. All right? So, yeah, I'm not in a spot where I'm going to pick Jason Day. And cursed. These guys are cursed. The wrong people are playing them. So if you want to take a shot with one of them or two of them or all three of them, go for it. But you know what? You aren't a genius. Because everybody's doing that. I'd rather be wrong and lose than be right and be fucking boring. All right? Real white man can't jump mentality. So, yeah, in the nines, pick your poison with those guys. I don't love it. I don't like Seamus Power on Poa. Matthew Fitzpatrick. Thought about him. Talked to my friend Andy Lack about Matthew Fitzpatrick. World-class player. Certainly shouldn't be priced with some of these guys. Matthew Fitzpatrick won me a lot of money last year, or 2 years ago. But he hasn't played since the Hero. And we talked about it every week. I want somebody with a little somebody who's played before. Somebody who's gotten the clubs out. He's making his first start from the holiday, probably like a tune-up for Riviera or Waste Management. Whatever the fuck he's going to play next. I don't know, but the only thing with Fitzpatrick, he got that whole there's this Harbor Town connection with Pebble Beach. I think it's Mav McNeely's fault because he finished top 5 in both tournaments last year. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know if that's the reason. I don't know if there's any other cross-comp guys. But, yeah, I can't get over the rust factor. And Kevin Strielman, my guy, Kevin Strielman, new friend of the program. Thanks, Tour Junkies. I was going to play him. He was in my original lineup. But then I got the call. Our friend Charlie, that's his pick. Strielman by 1. Write that in 5,000 times. Strielman by 1. I thought I was sneaky. I thought I was sharp. I thought, no one's going to play Kevin Strielman. He's been playing like dog shit. But man, look at his course history here. And I just heard him say in an interview talking about the greens at Pebble Beach. and how you have to have the experience. So this is my guy. He's Dave Matthews fan. This is my guy. And fucking Charlie, man. So am I not playing Kevin Strielman because Charlie's picking him? Not really. I mean, I looked at his ownership. It's not egregious. What happened was, this is what happened. I said, okay, if I'm not going to play Strielman, where am I going to go? Because I don't like anybody in the nines. I wasn't going to play the guys at the top. I said, where am I going to go? I was like, can I make a case? Can I make a good, solid case for anybody else like in that Strielman zone, in that range? What am I looking for? All right, well, it's Pebble Beach. It's a short course. I need a good ball striker, somebody that can make a lot of putts. Where am I going to go here? So I look at $9,000 and I see Kevin Kisner sitting right there. I said, oh, Kisner, he's a Georgia guy. He's not really a POA guy. I don't know how I feel about that. So I did a little digging. So I don't know. It could be a sneaky good play, Kevin Kisner. Now, his odds were really low, which I didn't understand. Because like I said, Kisner, I just think Kisner, nah, not California. He's got like 0 California track record. But the guy's been playing great. Right? Dusted off the clubs, came out with an 8th at the Tournament of Champions, finished 3rd at the Sony, playing great golf, right? Good form. So I did a little research. His last 4 starts at Pebble Beach, he got a 10th place, notable top 10, miscut, 28th, and a 38th. All right, so let me see what was going on in those years. Well, the year he finished 10th, he came in with a T4 at the Sony and a 25th at the Amex. Playing good golf. Strung together a nice 10th place finish at Pebble Beach. Now, the year he missed the cut, he came in T17, T25, and a T50. Gradually getting worse. Playing his 4th week in a row. Maybe Kisner's a little gassed. Ended up missing the cut. All right. And then he came back and had a 28th and a 38th, the last 2. So it's not like it's out of the realm of possibility this guy can make a couple of putts. And he is playing good golf at the moment. And if everyone's going to glom on to Kevin Strielman because of his course history and Sandbag and Larry Fitzgerald, is that his name? Yeah. And that whole narrative, maybe he's fucking sneak in there with a little Kevin Kisner. And I'm going to play little head-to-head. Top Kevin, Strielman, or Kisner. And I'm going to take Kisner. And like I said, he's got like 0 history in California with the exception of the Amex and Pebble. He doesn't play Riviera. Even when he's a top 50 player, he's turning down Riviera. I don't understand that. He was forced to play on POA at the PGA Championship at Harding Park in San Francisco. T19. So maybe I can get a T20 out of old Kiz. Maybe I can sneak into a top 10. And maybe in this dog shit field, Kisner can make enough putts and do some damage. He's played it enough times. It's like that's his strongest skill set, right? So let's fucking go. Take it a cam chance. I don't love it. I like it, though. I like it. All right? So no Strielman. Strielman by 1, according to Charlie. Can't do it. I'm going to go with Kisner. Now, in the 8s, I did no research on the guys in the 8s. Just based on the spreadsheet, what I know about all these guys, their course history, the recent form, nobody in the 8s stood out to me as like, maybe I could go there. You know, Lanto's a California guy, but he's the highest owned guy in the 8s. Fuck that. Maybe Matt Jones had that great finish in Hawaii, but hasn't done much since. Maybe thought about him. Don't love that. So I just went right to the 7s. There's really nobody there to talk about. You want to talk about Christian Bezanehout? Whatever, man. Christian Bezanehout. Like, has that guy done anything? Has he done anything? Does he have a top 25 on the PGA Tour? Oh, but his ball striking numbers. Give me a fucking break. Maybe Harmon played well in California a couple weeks ago. A week after I picked him in Hawaii. Mackenzie Hughes. I think he has three straight miscuts here. I think my friend Andy Lack likes Mackenzie Hughes. I got to be careful what I say. So, yeah, I didn't like anybody down there. Fuck those guys. So, in the 7s, almost played my boy Russell Knox. I fucking love Russell Knox. Talk about him almost every week. He was great for me last year at T7. But the only problem is in this dog shit field, a T7 in your course history at a couple other top 20s, you become 10, 15, 11% owned, whatever it is. I told you not to play Russell Knox. I told you not to play double-digit ownership Russell Knox at Torrey or whatever his last event was where he missed the cut. This is not the time. This is not the time. Maybe he misses the cut here, that he's 4% owned in Phoenix, then he's in play. He likes Phoenix, but not this week. So I'm out on my boy Russell Knox. I dipped down to 7,600. I'm going to take a flyer on Matt Kuchar. Another ball striking bastard, plotter, shorter course. I'm trying not to factor in the grass type as much. Seems to be getting me into trouble. It may not matter. It might matter, but it also might not matter. You know, playing Kisner, Georgia guy. Playing Kuchar, Georgia Tech guy. But let's talk about Matt Kuchar, who sucks. His last 4 starts at Pebble Beach. Miscut, 62nd, 22nd, and 38th. Not great. T16 at the U.S. Open. Maybe it's too easy. Maybe it's got to be hard for him. We don't want it to be easy. All right? Fucking putting contest bullshit. Kuchar off to a good start. T7 at Sony. Now listen, he had a dog shit year last year. He had a small spurt around the match play, and then he just went back into the tank. I don't know if he had injury or whatever. But the reason I like Kuchar, it's loud. The reason I like Kuchar is because of his record at Riviera. All right, we're talking about grass types at Poa Greens. Like Matt Kuchar, maybe he doesn't like Pebble because of the Poa Greens. But this guy finished second at Riviera last year. In fact, his last 5 starts at Riviera, second, T28, T26, T22, and a T8. Those are elite fields. These top 10s, top 25s. It's pretty consistent. And he was dog shit some of those years, and he still pulled off a good record at Riviera. So coming in off a 7th place finish at the Sony, why can't he top 20 this week? Maybe make a run. I don't know. Who cares? It's the fucking American Express. This field sucks. All these guys suck. So I'm taking a shot with Matt Kuchar. And if you don't like it, tough shit. Play somebody else. Kuchar's kind of highly owned, too. 13% owned. I wasn't expecting that. But maybe people see what I see. Not likely. Maybe there's another reason why people like him. Other than, like, course fit. But 3 straight made cuts here. Maybe that's it. Coming off the 7th. Maybe that's it. But it's enough, man. You got to glom on to whatever the hell you can find. It's hard to find shit. So Jordan Spieth, Matt Kuchar, and Kevin Kisner so far. All right? You see the theme? Seeing a theme develop? All right, so where are we going next? Both Russell Knox and Lucas Glover, I think I glove you, are both 7,800. I thought that might have been a sign, but I can't do it. I do love Lucas Glover too. So in lieu of all the gambling and DFS and DraftKings podcasts this week, I listened to some old interviews that were in my feed. I listened to the Kevin Strielman interview. I heard Gino Benelli, Joel Damon's caddy, on John Rathouse's Under the Strap pod. And I also heard Joel Damon on No Laying Up. I heard Adam Scott on No Laying Up. Dude, I fucking love golf, press conferences, interviews. Just love hearing these guys talking about shit. I have no idea why. It fascinates me. Some people might think I have to get in a press room at a golf event. I just got to get in there. That'd be like fucking porn for me. All right? I don't know why. I just love hearing talking about shit. It's fascinating to me. All right, so like I said, I was listening to Joel Damon and not Joel Damon, his caddy, Gino Benelli. I also listened to a Joel Damon interview. And I don't know, something stuck out about it with me. Anything specific? You know, Joel Damon talks about how he wants to win. But he also talks about how, like, there's this switch where you might be playing like shit for like a couple of weeks or a couple of holes. And it's just like, you know what? I feel good. Let's make some birdies. And then all of a sudden he'll reel off like 7, 8 in a row or whatever. And he always thinks he's playing like shit, but then sometimes he's really playing well and he'll act like he's playing. Like, there's a lot of stuff. But I don't know if it's a situation where I hear what I want to hear or whatever, but I was looking at the slate and everything else, and then I was thinking, let's see here. We got an 8% Joel Damon. Let's investigate that a little bit. So Joel Damon, last 4 starts at Pebble Beach, 48th, 55th, 14th, and 60th. All right, that's not ideal. I'm not rostering Joel Damon to get me a T45. All right, we're looking for a top 20, top 10 this week. Now, the the Tournament of Champions, he finished T28 in like a 34, 35 person field. He did shoot 15 under par. Shot 15 under and finished T28. All right, remember Bryson and not Bryson, Cam Smith and Rob were like 32, 33 under par, whatever it was. So yeah, he finished 18 shots back, but he shot 15 under par. See, it wasn't that terrible. He missed the cut at the Sony, missed the cut at Torrey Pines. I don't know if Torrey Pines is a great fit for him, although he does have a top 10 there. This is a real... Whenever Joel Damon pops his head up, it becomes an onslaught. And everybody, Joel Damon. It happened at Sony. He ended up missing the cut. Coastal Track, whatever. I got a lot of replay traffic, Wes. A lot of people are fucking around with their kids right now. They can't watch. They want to focus. Put their wife and kid to bed. It's Nagel time before lock. It's Wednesday night. Leave me alone. I just got coffee in my eye. So Joel Damon, this is a real feel thing for me. Is this a situation where Joel says to his caddy, listen, I feel good. Let's go make some birdies. I think it might be. He's coming in like less than 10% owned. There's not a lot of buzz from what I can gather about Joel Damon this week. Nobody calling him Joel Damon. Huge pet peeve of mine. I can understand getting Christian Bezadehout's name wrong. All right? Listen, if you can't pronounce a golfer's name right, then you shouldn't be rostering him because then you don't know shit about him. That should be a rule. If you say Joel Dahman, you shouldn't roster him because you don't even know his fucking name. Capper. Anyway, so Joel Damon. So maybe he turns to his caddy and says, let's make some fucking birdies. And I think he can. All right? Like I said, the form, 2 missed cuts in a row, not a big deal. Let me tell you a little something about Joel Damon. All right? 2020. Oh, this might have been last year. 2021. Little recent form for you, Joel Damon. Miscut, miscut, miscut. T60. Miscut, miscut, miscut. Win. 6 out of 7 miscuts and a T60, and then he won. It's a fucking switch. It's a switch. And this year hasn't gone off to a great start. Yeah, you start in Hawaii. It feels good. All right, you miss a cut at Sony. You miss a cut at Torrey. It's like, all right, you know what? It's fucking go time. All right, we want to do better than this. We are better than this. This is a Pacific Northwest guy. All right? His college roommate, Big Dick Nick Taylor, won at Pebble Beach. Why can't I win at Pebble Beach? I'm just as good as Nick Taylor. I played college with this guy. He's one of my best friends in the world. Fuck that guy. All right? It's my turn. All right? You go, Nick Taylor, you win in Pebble Beach. I'm going to go fucking win at Pebble Beach. Joel Damon wants to get to that next level. He wants to get to that like Max Homa level. Needs to win again. I've always been giving Joel Damon some shit because it's like, if I don't win again, it's fine. Very casual. Nah, I think it's different now. I think if he can get in the mix, I think he can get hot. Like I said, I'm not worried about the POA greens with him. He's a West Coast guy. He's used to it. If Nick Taylor can win here, why can't Joel Damon win here? PGA Championship at Harding Park, Joel Damon, T10. I had him that week. T10. You think this is a better field than the PGA Championship at Harding Park? I don't think so. If he could T10 there, he could T10 here. I don't care about recent form. I just told you, when he won, he was coming in on 6 or 7 missed cuts. Never missed a cut here at Pebble Beach. Loves Pebble Beach. I like Joel Damon a lot. I'm betting him. He's on my roster. I'm actually considering taking Joel Damon as my one and done. I'm actually considering it. That's how good I feel about this hunch. I might not play him a one and done, but I'm definitely going to bet him. I think he's like 90-1. Let's fucking go, Joel Damon. It's fucking go time. All right. So that's that story. That's a good case. It's a good case for Joel Damon. You're thinking about it. Coastal track. Nagel makes some good points. Yeah. You think of me, but not until Sunday. If he starts birdie tomorrow, don't fucking text me. Don't tweet at me. Don't DM me. Don't DM a friend of mine to say, hey, can you tell Nagel? No. Sunday? After? Maybe. I'm tired of hearing your stories. Eyeball emojis, all that shit. You guys suck. But thanks for the support. All right. So Joel Damon, 7,500. You got Chez Reeves, a California guy-ish. Patrick Rogers, another California guy. Didn't love it. Another gut play. It's American Express. Who gives a shit? Always go with your gut, right, Charlie? Strielman by 1. I'm not wrong. I am not wrong about Adam Hadwin in California. I'm not wrong. It's there. It's there. I believe in it, and out of spite, I'm going back to it. I'm going to get him like 5% ownership. That's fine. Somebody can get hot with his putter. Not worried about him on Polo Greens or whatever. It's not a beast of a golf course. I think I had him last year and he missed the cut. Lesson learned. I had him last week and he missed the cut. Should on the roster him at Torrey. The guy plays great in California. 2018, T3 at the Amex, T6 at Riviera, T35 at Torrey, where he doesn't belong. 2019, T2 at the Amex, T18 at Pebble, 2nd at the Safeway. Last year, T26 at Riviera, 2020, T26 at Riviera. The guy's good in California, and I am sticking with that. Here, he's got a 39th and 18th and a missed cut. Again, we talked about the missed cut last year. You know, he's not going to make every cut. It's fucking Adam Hadwin, all right? His current form, 25th at the Amex, dust the clubs off a little bit. You know, come out of the holidays, got away from Canada, wherever the hell he is. He may not have lived in Canada in 10 years. I have no idea. But he's 25th at the American Express, then goes to Torrey Pines, gets his ass kicked a little bit. Now it's, now we got a little comfortier spot for him. He's top 20 here before. He could top 20 again. He's 5% owned. If he gets hot with his putter, all of a sudden it's like, Adam Hadwin, so much success in California before. Very happy. Has the rust taken off from his third event of the year. All these storylines, you can just hear them. Boy, so not surprising to see Adam Hadwin near the top of the leaderboard in California. Yeah, fucking told you, Wednesday at 8. Adam Hadwin, California. It's a thing. So I'm playing Adam Hadwin. A little squeamish. Yeah, a little squeamish. But you know what? If I go 5 out of 6 and Hadwin doesn't make it up, fine. I'll live with it. And the last guy I have is also 7,400. Also considered him for one and done. The only reason I'm not taking him for one and done is because I don't think he's going to win at Pebble Beach for a third time. That's a lot. And yes, I'm talking about Brandt Snedeker. Now, I don't think he's going to win. Now, can he top 10? Yes. I absolutely think he could top 10 this week. That's what I'm hoping for. And is that enough for me to take him to one and done? No, because I'm not playing for top 5s or top 10s. I'm playing to win. And I don't think he's going to win. I think Joel Damon could win. I do. I'm going to bet Snedeker at 80 to 1, I think. A couple bucks. Why the hell not? But I don't love it. So he has won this event twice. He's also finished 4th here and 20th. Now, I know he's missed the cut a couple years in a row. Did a little research on that. And there was 1 year it was bad. He missed the cut by like 7 shots. Last year he missed the cut by a shot or 2. The other year before that, listen, he's not the same player that he used to be. Guy hasn't won since 2018? But he's played this event. This is his 10th straight year he's playing this event. And it goes back to what Kevin Strielman was talking about with knowing the greens and being familiar and knowing where how it breaks towards the ocean and all this shit. And you got to know how to putt here. And he's a great POA putter. And he's coming in like less than 5% owned. He was okay at the Sony T36. I played him in Amex T14. And yes, he missed the cut at Torrey Pines. Alexa Skip. Yes, he missed the cut at Torrey Pines. But yeah, even though he's won Torrey Pines a couple of times under certain windy circumstances or whatever, That's a fucking big ballpark for a Brad Snedeker. He needs the Wyndham. He needs the Heritage. He needs Pebble Beach. He's got to make some putts. All these guys got to make some putts. Hadwin, Snedeker, Kisner. Yeah. It's fucking putting contest week. I need good putters. Jordan Spieth. No, am I worried about Jason Day? Yes. Am I worried about Rose? Yes. I love Matt McNeely. Am I worried about him? Yes. But I'm going to take my chances with these guys on the lower side of the board. I do have Jordan Spieth up there. And maybe Jordan gets right. We'll see. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Fuck your data. Fuck your data. All right? John Rahm's won one time since 2020. Fuck your data. All right? It's golf. You got to prove it on the golf course. I don't give a shit what your data says. Nobody knows anything. I don't love anybody under 7. I mentioned that. The only guy I gave a brief consideration to was like, maybe. I like to give you a name, a really deep long shot. And I made the mistake of looking at something on Twitter, and I saw that somebody also picked this guy. So we call that the kiss of death. So we don't want that. I was thinking about, only because of the whole Heritage crossover thing that we were talking about before, with Matt McNeely, he had 2 top 5s last year, bought the Heritage at Pebble, small greens, coastal tracks. Who the fuck knows why? And I saw Ben Coley had this guy in his tips, so it made me feel like, all right, so maybe I'm not a putz. So it was Satoshi Kodaira, but obviously I'm not rostering him. I'm not betting him. I'm just mentioning him. But he's not going to do anything. Most likely. So, yeah. I mean, scrubs win this freaking event all the time. Vaughn Taylor. Harry Potter. Big Dick Nick Taylor. All right? It doesn't have to be. Russell Knox was in the mix last year and then got a fucking two-shot penalty because his ball moved. Knocked him out of the mix. So let's just calm down with all these locks. Cantlay's a lock. Oh, Rose is a lock. Day's a lock. McNeely's a lock. Well, only one fucking guy can win. And if you can pick out who it can be, good for you. All right, so I don't have anybody else there. All right, let's talk about one and done. We'll get the hell out of here. Holy shit, it's 9:20. I apologize. Thanks for sticking with me this long. This is why nobody watches the show. Fucking hour and a half. God. And I'm not even talking to anybody. I'm just going through. Whew. Maybe I need to do 2 shows. Maybe I need to do like a thought show on Tuesday and then a real show on Wednesday. I don't know. This is not going to work, though. It's not going to work. All right, so one and done. Like I said, it's the 15th ranked tournament in terms of price. It's actually tied for 14th with the Canadian Open, I think, which is later in the year. And Spieth is 15th ranked in the world. Berger's ranked 16th. Berger's out. So unless you want to go up to Cantlay, the only guy within striking distance, I think, is Kisner. And inside the top 40, Zalatoris is out. And Fitzpatrick might be a sneaky play. Like, I'm worried about the rush, but should I play Fitzpatrick? I play 2. I'm in Mayo's. And I'm also in Josh's. Now, in Josh's, I have 2 entries. And I use one of those entries to do like my official world golf ranking picks, which in this case would be Spieth. But I like Spieth. And I just might have him as my one and done in Mayo's pool also. I'm just going to bet Joel Damon. But who do I have as my other one and done pick? So I just have Spieth do both of them, be both of them, because he is like my pick. He's not really my pick, though. That's the thing. I don't have a guy that I think is just going to win, or that I'm going to like. I don't have a pick to win. Like if I'm going to stay normal, it would be Spieth. If I'm going to go off the board, it's going to be. I think I'm going to play Joel Damon. I do. But here's the other aspect of it. So in Josh's one and done pool, there's this cut made streak that if your guy makes the cut, it's like a survival pool. Because once you miss the cut, you're out. Well, I had Brooksy last week and he missed the cut, so that entry is out. So if I put Spieth in that entry, which I'm going to, that just like, can I put Joel Damon as my main one and done pick and take him in Mayo's pool too? Because whoever I take in that first, I'm putting Spieth in the second spot. That's the thing. But if I take him in the first spot, and then if Damon misses the cut, then I'm out of the survivor pool. I don't want to be out of survivor pool. Now Damon's never missed a cut here, and nobody can end a cut made streak quite like I can. So I have a dilemma in my hands. I think I'm going to be talking to my brother after the show, and we'll figure it out. I think I want Damon over Snedeker. I think I want Damon over Kisner. Do I want Damon over Kisner? I think Kevin Kisner is my one and done pick. Kuchar is my one and done pick. I kind of like that Poa aspect, though. See, I talk about how I want to get off this agronomy bullshit, but I keep going back to it as like the final deal breaker. Kisner and Kuchar on Poa. Kuchar hasn't won in a while either. I have to decide. Maybe I'll go with Kuchar. See, that's the thing. I think all these guys could really play well. Kisner, Kuchar, Damon, Snedeker. Hoping on a wing and a prayer I'm right about Adam Hadwin of California. And I just need Spieth to do Spiethy things. A couple of hole outs, whatever. Just make a cut like you always have. And I think one of those bottom five guys is really going to be in the mix. And I'll have a really good lineup. So we'll see. I can't figure out my one and done strategy. I got to put my bets in. It's going to be an interesting chat with my brother. So we'll see. All right, I'm going to go. That's the end of the show. All right, thank you. Anybody retweet anything? Ridley, Phil, Elfring, appreciate that. Nothing. You guys suck. I got a like from Andy Lack. Ridley Sandwich. All right, so I got no action on Twitter. All right, I'm going to start paying attention to comments now. If anybody wants to say anything that I may have missed in the last hour and 26 minutes, now's a good time. So thanks for watching. I don't even know what tournament's next week. Probably Waste Management, right? With the Super Bowl. That'll be fun. We could talk about Xander again and Rahm, and I got to deal with that anxiety. Whatever. We'll deal with it then. Thank you very much. Share, retweet, like, subscribe. Help me out. Tell a friend. Do something. Just be active. Be proactive. Is that asking too much? All right, let's do some comments, a little Q&A, and we'll get out of here. All right? Kadira tweet coming tomorrow afternoon. Day is going to crush Speed this week. Hey, screw you, Eddie. Are your one of the picks always in your six? See, Phil Elfrink, that's a good question. Yeah, well, I only make the one lineup, and I only make the one lineup, and I can't half-ass anything. I can't hedge. I can't bring myself to okay, here's my DraftKings lineup, but I'm going to play Matthew Fitzpatrick at one and done, and just hope one of them hits. Because then I'm going to be pissed I don't have Fitzpatrick in my DraftKings lineup. If I liked him so much, why is he in my DraftKings lineup? And then why did I play him in one and done if I didn't like him enough to put him in my DraftKings lineup? I always start with that first. That's why I started with Spieth. It's like I knew I was going to play Spieth. So I just build around that. Now, does it work all the time? No, of course not. Nothing works all the time. But can it work like 6-7 times a year? Yes. And that's what we're going for. That's what we're going for. All right? Hit that like button before you leave the pod. Thanks, Mr. Jones. What a fine. That's a great guy right there. It wasn't agronomy bullshit early Pink Floyd. So I'm not sure. These odds are flash. Sorry, my brother Russell Knox 51. Yeah, Pat Perez 501. That's not bad in California for sure. Scroll to the top and see I said it's Hadwin week. Ah, let's hope so. Thoughts, Chad Ramos, Lowell, GP. Fantastic. In my season preview pod with my good friend Andy Lack, we talked about Rookie of the Year candidates, and my call was Chad Ramey. Only because I think I heard Max Homa say that as somebody to look out for. So I can't really take credit for it. Chad Ramey walked in my living room right now. I wouldn't know who it was. But I would love to talk to him. All right? Bet your fade. Dude, that's 150 guys. I can't bet them all. I fade everybody. I only play 6 guys. Timmy Tommy Power. How are you, my friend? In my original lineup, I did have Sahith Theegala, California guy, maybe make a splash, been in decent form, made a couple of cuts, was like semi-contention on the weekend, the Tory. Like, yeah, everything coming together for Sahith Theegala. I went a different direction. I played Adam Hadwin instead. I'm a fucking moron. All right? Anybody else? Anybody else? Quality golf content right here. Theegala's 101. I might put $5 on him. Wyndham Clark. My brother likes Wyndham Clark. Harry Potter. Kyle Dotson, you like that? Oh, good night, Ange. Oh, Damon said we went 15 minutes. Is that why? Oh, I'll show. That's a good one. Thanks, Mr. Jones. Appreciate that. Timmy Time Power. I'm sorry. I really like Joel Damon, and has there been a ton of Joel Damon content this week? I gave you some good nuggets. All right? I'm listening to a podcast with his caddy. I'm listening to podcasts with him. I'm breaking shit down. I'm looking at leaderboards from majors in California. Leave me alone. That's not nice, Kyle Dotson. That is not nice. Fucking ringer. Not one employee can say, God, I was just trying to know what Jeff was talking about. I'm mad Chris, I did this. They win. I know. Dave. Kyle Dotson is sneaky. Very funny. Nagel, don't ever listen to an RPS golf podcast. Your head will explode. I don't know what RPS stands for. Di Lorenzo. So can you tell me that? RPS? Should I? No insult to those guys. Is that a Rosa Nagel time after you put the Harkins? He's coming in hot, but come on. Let's not go crazy over that. He's a 4A player. No offense to Brandon Harkins. I watched him play at the Travelers. He was paired with Ken Duke. Ken Duke and Brandon Harkins on the first hole at the Travelers like 4 years ago. I was there. I was interested in Theegala, but I've heard his name too much this week. That's what I'm talking about, Wes. Is that my Adidas guy? Don't mean to call you out, but is that the West? That's my West guy? Named after a casino. My man Wes Gates. Yeah, Theegala, it's not fucking rocket surgery. The guy's, he's a California guy. He's a phenom. He's, playing well. You're not a golf genius. You pick Sahith Theegala. Thanks, Phil. Love the Kuchar pick. Screw you, Barry. You suck. I wasn't complaining. More bucket hat takes. Thanks, Timmy Tommy Power. Thanks again. Good luck. Run Pure Sports. RPS. Run Pure Sports. I've heard of that, but it's not in my rotation. Charles Schwarzer, 101, fifth place last time out here. Has he played? Charles hasn't played, has he? Did he play Sony? I mean, 101, it's worth might be worth a flyer. His teacher is director of golf at Pebble. Rocket surgery. Yeah, it's an expression of mine. Shut up. You got an Adidas guy? La-di-da. I do have an Adidas guy. All right? Eddie Z, who are you talking about? Brandon Harkins, his teacher is... Oh. Well, what does that mean? What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. Brandon Harkins' teacher is a director of golf at Pebble, so Brandon Harkins is going to play well? Like, what does that mean? I don't... There's no correlation there. That's what I say. I say rocket surgery. It's not rocket science. It's not brain surgery. I say it's not rocket surgery. I'm hilarious. All right? And then my friend Steve, who's probably not here anymore because he probably went to bed. What the hell is rocket surgery? Yes. It's me being hilarious. All right. I think that's it. When I start talking to Barry, that means it's time to go. All right. So thanks for watching. Any new retweets? Hey, no. Kyle Dotson. Hey, it's Kyle Dotson, being a friend of the program, being a supporter. Now, no commentary. Doesn't tell anybody you should watch it. Just sending shit out into Twitterverse. Appreciate that. I had a good time tonight. It was a good show. I thought so. I babbled. I probably went a little bit too long. I'm sorry. If you stuck with me this long, I fucking appreciate it. Put that in your comments. This was so good, I couldn't turn it off after an hour and a half. So, something like that. Really, really lay it on thick. People love that. All right? All right, guys, I'm going to go for the 15th time. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Good luck this week. And I will talk to you next week for the Waste Management Phoenix Open. Let's fucking go. All right? Good night. End broadcast.